Have you ever had a conversation like this where one partner says, "You forgot again," and then the other partner responds, "I know, I'm sorry." But then comes the painful part. The hurt partner says, "If it mattered to you, you would have remembered." And suddenly the conversation is no longer about what was forgotten. It's about commitment, importance, and it's about what the forgetting means. So today, I want to talk to you about one of the most common relationship dynamics that I see in couples affected by ADHD. And it's when good intentions and painful experiences collide, because often both people are hurting and both people are misunderstanding what is actually happening. When most people think about ADHD, they think about attention, but ADHD affects much more than focus. It can influence working memory, organization, time awareness, task initiation, emotional regulation, prioritizing. Think of working memory like a mental sticky note, and many people can temporarily hold information in their minds while they complete a task. But for people with ADHD, those mental sticky notes often disappear much faster. And it's not because they don't care, it's not because they aren't trying, but because the brain processes and stores information differently. And this distinction is incredibly important in relationships because what looks like carelessness is often neurological. Here's where I'd like us to imagine two different situations. So scenario A, it's a husband who forgets his wife's work presentation. She feels hurt. She thinks, "This mattered to me." And then there's scenario B. The same husband remembers every detail. He texts her encouragement. He checks in afterwards. And of course, scenario B feels better. But here's what often gets missed. In scenario A, the husband may have genuinely cared just as much. The problem wasn't caring. The problem was execution. And when we confuse execution with love, misunderstandings grow. This is where attachment enters the picture. Relationships aren't built solely on grand gestures, of course. They're built on repeated experiences of feeling seen and remembered. So when something important gets forgotten repeatedly, attachment questions emerge like, do I matter? Can I depend on you? Am I important to you? And these are deeply human questions. They're understandable. The challenge is that the ADHD partner often hears something very different. They hear, "You're failing, you're disappointing me, you're not enough." And now both nervous systems are activated. One is seeking reassurance and the other is protecting against shame. I often explain this using two different lenses. So imagine that you're looking through the lens of impact. And through that lens, you see a forgotten task, you see missed appointments, incomplete follow through. And then I want you to imagine that you're looking through a different lens. It's the lens of intent. And through that lens, you see genuine effort, love, good intention, frustration with oneself. Most couples get stuck because they're looking through different lenses. One sees impact, the other sees intent. The healthiest relationships, though, learn how to hold both impact and intention. Over time, repeated misunderstandings create nervous system stress. The non-ADHD partner may become hypervigilant. They begin to expect disappointment. The ADHD partner may become anxious. They begin to expect criticism. And now the relationship becomes less about the original issue and more about emotional protection. Both people feel lonely. Both people feel misunderstood. Neither person feels fully seen. If ADHD is affecting your relationship, I want you to consider several shifts. And the first is to separate intent from impact. The impact may be painful and the intent may still be loving, but both realities can coexist. The second thing to consider or shift is to get curious before making meaning. Instead of questions like or statements like "you don't care," try "help me understand what happened." And then a third shift is to create external supports. ADHD challenges often improve when couples rely less on memory and more on systems. So shared calendars and reminders, visual cues, these are relationship tools and they're not signs of failure. They're support systems. And then the fourth is to reduce shame. Shame rarely improves behavior. Safety and understanding often do. If you're in a relationship impacted by ADHD, then I want you to really lean into this. You are not alone, of course. Many couples struggle with these exact dynamics, and often the problem isn't a lack of love, it's a lack of understanding around how ADHD influences daily life and emotional connection. When couples begin understanding the difference between intent and impact, something powerful tends to happen. Defensiveness softens, curiosity grows, and connection becomes possible again. If this video was helpful, then be sure to subscribe to Anchor of Hope Counseling and Neurofeedback for more conversations about relationships, trauma, ADHD, emotional wellness, and relational neuroscience. Thanks for being here on this journey with me. I'll see you in the next video.